Welcome to the Beyond the Surface video podcast, recorded live at the website and video design studio, featuring Beautiful You Medical Spa.
Hey everybody, this is Kim and
Jennifer. Hi.
And this is first of many that we just kind of want to do some like podcast kind of things and get y'all's involvement on what some questions you have, some of our commonly asked questions when new clients come in, and some of our clients that have been with us that always want to do improvement. And one of the things that I want to thank Jennifer, she's been with me for 9 years and I have the best staff ever and I'm so thankful. Her forte is collagen stimulation. She is so good about promoting that. And so I think one of the things that I like and the perfect marriage, and she'll go into this with me, is it's not just one thing, it's several things. So one of my favorites is Sculptra, and I know you're big.
I love Sculptra.
And so what are some of your favorite things when it comes to?
So as far as the biostimulators, I love Sculptra. Most of my clients will know that I consider Sculptra part of baking your cake, which is, if you think about it, you want to get the base layer of your face and your tissues working for you again, and then anything that you add on top of that, whether it's things like a neurotoxin or filler, it's kind of your icing on your cake. But to get your cake baked with a biostimulator like Sculptra or Radius is also good, Hyperdilute Radius, Morpheus 8, collagen pinning, microneedling. These are all really great things to do to get your skin and your tissues functioning the way they used to.
Yep. I think when people think of med spas, they think Botox filler, which is great. They're great modalities, but I think if you really want to turn back the age of time, it's really getting, like she said, those cake layering bases on, and then everything else is like the filling and the roses on top and all the decorations, which are great. I know that Sculptra is one natural fillers per se that is primarily for collagen stimulation. Others are great fillers, but this is something, like we often say, it's the marathon, not the race.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
The sprint,
and it's also, and that's a great way to look at it too, as far as with a comparison of working out. Whenever you go to a med spa, I hear this a lot when clients ask me, well, how long will this last? And a lot of modalities that you use, whether it's biostimulators or even filler, they're going to be with you for a long time. Filler usually is 6 months to 9 months, can be up to a year. However, they've found in some MRI studies that filler is actually there for several years. But the thing is, you're still aging. And so it's almost like going to the gym once and saying, well, I'm going to work on my arms, and how long is this going to last? Is this good? And it's not. It's one of these things that you have to kind of keep up with, whether it's repeat visits every 6 months to 9 months with a biostimulator, or seeing our lovely facialists. Megan and Chris are here with us today too, and they're going to talk a little bit about how important facials and peels are for keeping your skin health up. But it really is, it's a lot of things layered together to reach your desired outcome, and that's going to be different for everybody.
Yeah, and I think also, to go back to Sculptra, because it is something that our body naturally has in it, the polylactic acid, so there's minimal allergic reaction to it, and I like it because it's safe. You know, we can, where our placement is, you can aspirate. There's low to non-vascular occlusion with it. It's just really a good, safe modality and option for everyone to start reversing the age of time. And I mean, and it lasts 2 to 4 years. They stopped doing studies after 5 years.
Yes, and the only reason they quit, they stopped doing the study when they first came out with Sculptra at 23 months, and the only reason was because it cost money to continue to do the study. So they were just like, well, we know that it gets 23 months, but a lot of studies are showing now that it lasts 2 to 5 years. However, I'll say this from personal experience. I first had Sculptra when I was 39 years old. I'm turning 48 in March. That Sculptra has not been the only thing that I've done. And that's kind of my point with biostimulators. They're wonderful, but there's upkeep, just like with anything. There's always going to be upkeep. I've had, I believe, in the past 8 years, 9 years, I've had probably about 5 vials of Sculptra, if not 6. I'd have to look back at my chart. We do really great documentation as far as, but also in that time I've done a lot of other biostimulators. I've used Radius sparingly, but I've used Radius. Another biostimulator that we offer if something foreign like Sculptra, if you're not into foreign bodies at all, we can actually do PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma, which I'm a regular user of that too. I think I do a round of platelet-rich plasma for myself probably about once a year. And that's it. I'm sorry, I got a little lost there. That's really great to also keep what I've already laid down functioning the way I want it to.
And it's your own natural.
And it's just your natural body.
So in the marriage with that, we also offer Morpheus 8, which we love. That is more of a radio frequency where they're like gold tip needles. And so they go into the skin and they cause a controlled injury that also helps stimulate collagen. And that radio frequency reaches a level subdermally, which stimulates collagen. So if you can use that in conjunction, just like she was saying, it's not just one thing. We try to get you in there to do several different things that will reverse the signs of aging, which are so effective. So yeah, love that.
And again, you can do as little or as much as you want. But I'll also say this. Kim and I, and also Nicole and Ray and Barb, we have some really talented injectors, not just the two of us. There's a lot of people to choose from. All of them, or all of us, I believe, we really care about our patients. We also really listen to your goals and drill down to what will work for you, because everybody's different. Some people will not need a lot of different modalities, but if you're in need of that, and if it's something that works for you and something that would be beneficial for you, we're able to provide that. But I think that's the other thing that we're really concerned about. We want to make sure it's going to be beneficial for you. If it's not going to serve you, we will not do it. And I think that's pretty important.
Yeah, I do. And we always try to go for a natural look.
Yes,
none
absolutely.
of us want a natural look. We want nobody to like turn around and go, what did she do? We want it to just be a better version of you.
Yes, it's basically, I tell my clients this all the time. I want people to say, wow, she looks great, not, what did she have done?
Because we all heard of that. We've all heard of those people. So, and another thing, if you don't want to go with the Morpheus route, we do collagen pinning too. And
which is wonderful.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Jennifer and I, we're not afraid of it. So she is really good at the collagen pinning, and the estheticians are amazing as well. So that's another good layer. And then also to bring in the fact that we also offer the growth factors, the fibroblast factors, which have 380 growth factors in them, and our plasma or PRP that we put on have much less. So we can offer these introduction of the growth factors on top that also help with anti-aging. It's kind of like a fine layer that we can put on after collagen pinning or the Morpheus. So if you want to ask about growth factors, we do offer those as well. So yeah, a lot of different things that we can talk about as far as collagen stimulating. That's aside from the usual Botox and filler, which we also love as well. So yeah.
And the other, I'll also say this. I feel pretty fortunate to work at Beautiful You because Kim gives her injectors the opportunity to try all of these modalities on ourselves prior to offering it to patients. And I think that's pretty important because I think that gives us the opportunity to show you pictures of ourselves and show you what our outcomes have been. And that also allows us to recommend stuff from a personal stance. You could ask him, tell me what you've done in the last 6 months. Because I'll tell you, Kim looks, I think we can agree, pretty phenomenal.
Sweet, thank you.
But none of us are shy about talking about what we've done or showing pictures. And I'll get to pictures in our next podcast as far as what we're telling you to do what you can do for yourself prior to even coming to see us. Because I think that's,
Okay.
and just a hint, pictures are pretty important.
They are, the before and afters for sure. And we'll be glad to show those with you of our own personal experience. So can you tell them kind of like what a consultation would look like for them?
Sure. So a consultation, we usually have you come and you'll fill out a battery of paperwork, but that's just the beginning. I like to take somebody back and have a conversation with you. I want to meet you. I want to know what your personal skincare routine is, what your previous history is, whether or not you've ever done anything like neurotoxins, fillers, what your relationship is with peels. And if you're new to everything, I also want to know what your expectations are. I pay attention to maybe environmental factors, whether or not you've had a lot of sun exposure. I've got a lot of patients who we're working with turning back the time with sun exposure because that's pretty serious. And I also want to know, are you planning for events? Are you wanting to just look like you used to look? So that I want to know who you are and what your expectations are, and where we can meet with that. And then also, I'm also interested in knowing what your hope is and what your timeline is, because that's the other thing. I think timeline is very important. If you have been looking in the mirror for the past 2 years and thinking, oh, I'm really not liking this, I really need to do something about this, we're going to help you, but we're going to take it slow. I am very much I consider our first meeting and our consultation a first date. We do schedule time to where if there is something that you want to step your toe into, like trying a neurotoxin such as Botox or Dysport or even Xeomin, we have time to do that. Same with if you've always wanted your lips done, I will hold your hand for that too. Lips are another specialty of mine. I love doing lips. And we have people that come in and they're like, I don't want my lips to be like this when I walk out. And trust me, I don't want them to be like that either.
Yep. So, and consultations are always complimentary. I do want to tell you where we're located. We have been at 3801 Dillon Place. It's off Boston Road behind Starbucks, so it's very convenient for you to grab your drink before you come in and come see us. And if you want to call 859-296-4968 and schedule that consultation with one of the 5 nurses that work there, we'd love to meet you. We are also open on Saturdays. I do want to give a shout out that we are at Jeff Cohen's studio. Thank you for having us, Jeff. And we're pretty excited to bring you different topics, and we are interested to hear what you want to hear about. So please private message us or put on Facebook, Instagram, but we will get to your questions. So we really look forward to meeting you with no obligation.
Yeah, no pressure at all.
Yep.
And also I want to say this about a consultation, because I've had patients who come in and they're very nervous, and it really is, it's no pressure. We will talk, we'll do what you want to do or not. And I've had plenty of patients apologize for taking up my time.
Right.
You're not taking up my time.
Yep.
We enjoy meeting people.
We do.
That's the other thing.
Yeah. We want everybody to feel very comfortable. It's a non-threatening environment.
Right.
Like, I just want to be like the girl next door. I want you to, there's no expectations, and we really just want to get to know you so you feel comfortable asking us questions. So.
And it might be, and this has happened before. I've had plenty of consultations where after getting to know somebody, it works out that my services aren't what they're looking for. They're looking for the services of our estheticians. That has happened several times, and I'm all about it, because a lot of my patients will also tell you that my position is if you're not taking care of your skin, it doesn't matter what I do.
Right, agree.
Beautiful, glowy skin is always start there.
Yep, I'm with you. Yep, everybody needs a facial.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us when we look forward to our next topic.
Yeah.